Hello everyone. Today I will tell you about the 2016 film called Lady Macbeth. A young girl named Catherine is married off to a man much older than her. Before going to bed, a maid named Anna takes care of the girl. Left alone, Catherine waits for her husband, who, upon entering the room, immediately makes it clear that the girl will sit at home all the time and not go anywhere. After Alexander's demand to take off her shirt, Catherine undresses, after which the man turns off the light and goes to bed. In the morning, sitting on the windowsill, the girl looks out the window. So the first day of her new life flies by. A day later, the next morning, Anna comes to Catherine's room to open the shutters on the windows. Catherine is very sad from such a grey and boring life. The only entertainment the girl has is a window overlooking nature, as well as a fireplace, looking at which Catherine constantly falls asleep. The girl quickly gets tired of such a lifestyle. Without waiting for the end of dinner, Catherine goes to her room, which displeases Boris, Alexander's father. Which he tells Catherine, demanding that the girl not fall asleep and wait for her husband in the bedroom. Anna follows Catherine, whom Boris orders to ensure that his request is carried out. After some time, a drunk Alexander appears in the room, demanding that Catherine take off her shirt, sitting next to the fireplace. Turning to face the wall, as her husband demands, Catherine hears the sound of stretching trousers behind her, after which Alexander begins manual labor. In the morning, Catherine asks Boris where her husband went. According to the old man, an explosion occurred in one of the mines belonging to the family, where Alexander went. Tomorrow, Boris is also leaving for London on business, so the girl will have to be alone in the estate for some time. As soon as the old man leaves the house, Catherine immediately goes outside, breathing fresh air for the first time in a long time. In the morning, Anna and another maid leave the house, and Catherine, as usual, falls asleep in front of the fireplace, but wakes up from screams outside. Leaving the house, the girl hears voices in one of the buildings. Entering inside, Catherine finds farm workers and Anna wrapped in a sheet, hanging in the middle of the room. Sebastian, pointing at Anna, says that they are weighing pigs. Catherine orders the girl to be released, after which she says that since they spent Alexander's time and money on this entertainment, the girl will now look after them. Returning to the house, Catherine learns the name of the impudent worker who only recently came to them. In the morning, the girl goes for a walk, again meeting Sebastian. Catherine ignores his words that the house is on the other side, smiling coquettishly. As night falls, the girl hears a knock on the door. Opening it slightly, Catherine finds Sebastian, who says that he is dying of boredom. The girl tries to close the door, but the guy enters her room. Having cornered Catherine, Sebastian tries to kiss her, but the girl pushes the guy away, after which she herself pounces on him with kisses and yearning for male flesh. This is the first morning in this house when the girl woke up happy. From that day on, they constantly meet secretly with Sebastian, satisfying their needs. Collecting mushrooms early in the morning, Anna meets Sebastian walking dogs. The girl hints that his secret meetings with the mistress can end badly, but in response receives only threats. As night falls, Sebastian comes to Catherine again, which the maid sees through the keyhole. In the morning, Tana enters Catherine's room. Opening the doors, she says that Lester the Elder has returned from a trip to London. At dinner, Boris asks Tana to bring him champagne, which Catherine drank in the absence of men. Without revealing her mistress, the maid is humiliated by Lester the Elder, who forces the girl to get down on all fours like an animal. Having learned of Catherine's betrayal, Boris goes to the barn, where he beats Sebastian, after which he orders him to be locked up. Having learned of this, Catherine demands that the old man release the worker, for which she receives a slap from Lester. Their next quarrel ends with Boris leaving for his room, and Catherine propping the door with a chair. After this, the girl asks Tana to sit next to her, since she does not like to dine alone, starting to ask the maid about her family. Boris starts knocking on the door, saying that he is ill, but Catherine orders Tana to sit and not open the door. As soon as the screams and knocks subside, Catherine sends the maid for a doctor, and she runs to the barn where Sebastian is locked. The doctor who arrives can only confirm the death of Lester Sr. After some time, Catherine receives a letter from Alexander, who cannot come to his father's funeral. The girl is sure that Alexander hated his father, and this is the whole reason. After burying Lester Sr., Catherine almost openly begins to date the guy. And the maids discuss the death of the master, for which Anna blames herself, since that day Boris ate the mushrooms that the girl was picking, which is why Anna lost the power of speech. Catherine tells Sebastian about this, assuring that the maid will not be able to tell the master anything because of her illness. The girl confesses her love to the guy, saying that as long as she is alive, she will never part with him and will follow him anywhere, even to the next world. One night, Catherine wakes up from the noise. Looking out the window, the girl notices Alexander's horse below. Having woken Sebastian, Catherine sends him to the utility room, and she begins to wait for her husband, telling him that she woke up from the sounds of the horse. Looking at Catherine, Alexander notices that she has noticeably rounded out, not like before his departure. The girl goes for tea, while drinking, which Alexander admits that rumors about the girl's infidelities have reached him, for which he threatens to throw Sebastian out. Since Alexander knows everything, Catherine goes to the utility room for the guy, whom she puts on the bed. Taking off his pants, Catherine climbs on Sebastian in front of Alexander. Enraged, Lester beats the girl, after which he begins to fight with Sebastian. But Catherine, grabbing a shovel, kills her husband, whose lifeless body Sebastian buries in the forest. To hide the traces of Alexander's return, Catherine takes her husband's horse into the forest, where she kills the animal. Since then, Sebastian has been tormented by insomnia, but Catherine claims that Alexander himself wanted to kill the guy, but they got ahead of him. Now they have the right to live a happy life, which is disrupted a few days later by a woman named Agnes. She brings a boy named Teddy to Catherine's house, saying that he is the son and heir of Lester Jr., who was dating Teddy's mother. Catherine cannot believe this, but Agnes has official documents proving this. Sebastian believes that the woman is lying about Teddy, since Alexander could only get pregnant with his hand. With the boy in the house, Sebastian refuses to meet with Catherine. If they are spotted, the guy will have to leave, so while Teddy is here, Catherine will have to forget about meetings. Watching the boy and the maid play in the morning, Catherine notices Sebastian walking with Anna. The girl runs out into the street, where Teddy begins to pester her, whom Catherine pushes away, causing the boy to run away in tears. Having failed to reach Sebastian, Catherine returns to her room, where the maid later comes, reporting that they cannot find Teddy. The entire staff goes to look for the boy, whom Sebastian finds at the waterfall. Looking at the boy and the turbulent river, a sinister plan matures in the guy's head, but his conscience still takes over. Sebastian brings Teddy into the house, where Agnes begins to scold him for asking the guy to bring the boy a blanket, since he was very cold. Not wanting to endure humiliation, Sebastian is going to leave the estate, telling Catherine about the perfect opportunity to saw out the Lester heir, which he did not take advantage of, but Catherine asks him to wait. Entering the room where Agnes is on duty at Teddy's bed, Catherine persuades the woman to sleep, and she will look after the boy during this time. When Agnes leaves, Catherine lets Sebastian into the room through the window, and together they get rid of the little heir. Sitting next to Teddy, Catherine waits for dawn until Anna appears in the room. At the same time, feeling guilty, Sebastian cries over the grave of Alexander Lester, after which he rushes to the estate, where Catherine deceives the doctor that she fell asleep. And when she woke up, Teddy was already dead. Pointing to the boy's fresh bruises, the doctor asks Catherine if someone could have entered the room while the girl was sleeping. At this moment, Sebastian runs in, confessing to the crime he committed, giving away Catherine as well, telling the doctor and the detective about the murders of Alexander and Boris Lester, whom Catherine poisoned with mushrooms. The girl denies it, saying that Anna always picked the mushrooms, and Sebastian went to the forest with the maid every morning. It is possible that Anna poisoned Lester Sr., because the day before the old man had severely beaten Sebastian and locked him in the barn. Anna can deny it if it is not so, but the maid lost her speech after Boris Lester's death and could not confirm or deny anything, which is why Anna and Sebastian were sent to hard labor, after which the rest of the servants left the estate, leaving pregnant Catherine alone in the house. This is where the film ends. Thank you for watching and see you on the channel.